Hey guys, welcome to this episode of the CE Tool In. And on today's episode, we have the all brand new Hypertough quarter-inch impact wrench. Yes, quarter-inch impact wrench from Hypertough, brand new item. This is about $45 at Walmart. Very good deal for what you're getting for the money. So it comes with a 2 amp hour battery. It comes with a little charging block and USB-C cable to charge it. I still rather use a standard original charger because this thing will eventually overheat. You know what I mean? I have that feeling. It's not the best for that. Even like that's why they got rid of the Cobalt ones like this, because I don't think it's a worthwhile charging style. I'd rather use a dedicated charger, and which we do have. We bought one online the same day we bought this. So here is the Hypertough. Comes with the belt hook over here. A nice little tiny quarter-inch anvil here. I don't even have my glasses, but it says the model number is 80387, 12 volt. It's from 0 to 2600 minimum RPMs to 0 to 3200 IPMs. So impacts per minute and revolutionaries per minute. There it is, made in China. Use only with Hypertough batteries, guys. It's really compact. I like the size of this. Let's compare it to some Milwaukee stuff. All right, so here is the Milwaukee half-inch stubby. This is the same size stubby as the 3/8 except with the half-inch anvil. The quarter-inch Hypertough is just a little bit taller, but the half-inch is definitely girthier. So there's a big difference there. Size-wise, this definitely feels lighter. Look how much bigger this is than Hypertough. But here is the 3/8 subcompact. Now, this one's not the 550. This is the 225 foot-pounds of the subcompact version. And this one is tiny. This subcompact is lean, mean, and ready to go. I love this subcompact. This is a perfect size. Very lightweight, just like the subcompact impact driver that they have, which I use all the time. But this is very nice. It is still compact, still very lightweight. It's brushless, which is great. That's what you want to see with these new offerings. It's got the forward and reverse trigger. That's it. There's no speed selectors there. It's just trigger control. Let's look at the specs over here. It says variable speed trigger, built-in LED work light, which is right there. It says charges via USB-C cable included. It's got a 3-year limited warranty. Here is the barcode. So if you need to do that, you can take a screenshot of it. It says, let's see, no load speeds, 0 to 2600 RPMs, quarter-inch anvil, impact 0 to 3200, max torque, 100 Newton meters or 74 foot-pounds of fastening. The max breakaway torque is 120 Newton meters, 89 foot-pounds. So it's kind of in that realm of the Milwaukee subcompact, which is about 100 foot-pounds of breakaway torque. It comes with a 2.0 lithium battery, and product weight is 1.92 pounds. So close to 2 pounds, but still feels very light. There it is. There's your brushless motor, quarter-inch anvil, all the little things. And then it's got a battery life indicator right there. So if we show you on here, your battery life indicator, kind of just like the Milwaukee stuff, it's going to have a battery light indicator. So it's right there. Really nice system. I like it so far. And there's more brushless stuff coming your way for releases. I'm not going to be getting very many of these tools because I like the Milwaukee stuff and Craftsman stuff I do have. But this is one thing that I was lacking, is a quarter-inch. Yeah, I can get the stubby 3/8 and put a 3/8 to a quarter-inch adapter. I don't want to do that. I wanted a really dedicated impact wrench in quarter-inch. I'm going to get, I don't know if I'm going to be getting the Milwaukee subcompact. I may in the future, but right now I'm more motivated of getting the Mac Tools. The Mac Tools compact impact wrench in quarter-inch. They have a quarter-inch one. It comes with 2 batteries to charger. It uses the same 12-volt batteries as the DeWalt 12-volt batteries, except you're getting the Mac Tools color design instead of the yellow. And I really want that because it is probably the most powerful quarter-inch impact wrench on the market. because like I said, the Milwaukee only goes up to 100 foot-pounds of breakaway. This one goes up to 89 foot-pounds of breakaway. We don't know. We haven't tested it yet, but this is what they're saying on the paper. Same thing with the Milwaukee. The Mac Tools can do like around 200 foot-pounds, but you can change this. I think that one's got a speed selector, but I have to get my hands on it. So I'm going to wait on that. But in the meantime, this bad boy will be here to stay until the Mac Tools comes in. When the Mac Tools comes in, this will go in the truck loadout, and I'll be very happy to have a 1/4-inch impact socket set with that. All right, so we're going to get some testing done. All right, guys, we're going to torque these. I'm going to do the top one. We're going to do 50, 75, 90, and 100 foot-pounds. And we're going to start torquing them now. Right now I have it set to 50 foot-pounds. And we're going to get it done. Hold on one second. All right, we're going to put this at 50 foot-pounds. And we're going to go from there. Oops. We're going to use the wrench as leverage here. All right, that was 50 foot-pounds, guys. All right, that was not bad. Now it's going to get harder now as we go along. This one we're going to do 75 foot-pounds, guys. So that was 50. Now we're going to do 75. Oops, I went too far up. All right, 75 foot-pounds. Let's do it. Oh, I ruined the threads of this one. This one's, I think, toast. Hot damn. All right, we'll try the next one. And I'm doing the best I can with this because I don't have the proper size bolts for the torque, probably. This is a 9/16 bolt. So we'll try this one. We'll see what we can do here. Let's do... Yeah, this one snapped, guys. I'll have to buy stronger ones. Oh, I don't think this one's going to take it. Yep, snap this one too, guys. I definitely need stronger bolts. Thicker, heavier bolts. But they're going to have an adapter. Alright guys, I tried to torque it to 50 foot-pounds right here, which I was successful. I had to do 75 and 90. So with this one, I ended up breaking the bolt because it was too much torque for the bolt. So I'm definitely going to need a bigger bolt, thicker bolt. But the only thing is, you're also limited by the size of the head for the 1/4-inch. So I might have to put an adapter, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to have to figure something, buy a heavy bolt, but with a smaller head, so the 1/4-inch impact sockets can fit. So all kinds of crazy mess up over here. So We're going to be using the new Castleman that we got. Well, not new now, but we got these last year. And we need the 9/16. We'll go with the shallow. There it is, 9/16 shallow by Castleman. Let's see how the fit is on this. So we're going to be able to only to do the this small bolt, because we unless we use an adapter and we do it on a lug nut, really there's no other option with this 1/4 inch, because I'm trying to use these 1/4 inch impacts wrench sockets. Definitely a strong fit. So the ring retention on this is pretty strong. Full battery, by the way, guys. So let's see let's do the breakaway on this 50 foot-pound and we're gonna see. Let's break away the 50 foot-pound. Let's see what happens. That's a 9/16. Let me grab this. Ready, set, go. Broke it like it was nothing. I got to figure out another way to get another bolt on this, but so because like I said, we just broke both bolts, so we're gonna have to get new bolts for my ratchet setups. Unfortunately, I gotta see if I have something that I can torque besides lug nuts, because without having to put an extension on this, I'm gonna need something. All right, guys, since that was a fail, why don't we just try this? Why don't we just try putting this bolt in, no pilot hole, and see if we can bury the bolt. So this has got a 3/4 inch head. Yeah, it should catch good. We had to put a 1/4 inch to 3/8 adapter, 3/4 inch. Let's try it, guys. Ready? Let's do this. Make sure I don't hit the metal over here. We did. Well, it stopped turning right there. So we're only in a little bit. We didn't poke out of the hole yet. Let's see if this will come off now. All right, so we did get about that much in. Didn't get, it is what it is. I mean, this is not a high torque tool, but it did work. I mean, we got it partially in. I'm not expecting too much. Plus, we have a adapter here, so you take some torque away when you use these adapters. But overall, I mean, it's pretty good. It's a little warm over here, but I can still touch it. So there's that. Well, that's a test, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, this is made for extremely light duty work. This is not a workhorse that's going to be taking out lug nuts or doing heavy impacting. And so you have the 3/8 or the 1/2 inch over there. You know what I mean? This is for light duty, very light duty work, for mildly stubborn fasteners, anything that requires just a little bit of a touch. All right, guys. So I say this is a recommend, because it is a good tool. I mean, it is nice. I like it, but it's not going to be the powerhouse you think it is. I mean, at 1/4 inch, you're better off with the 3/8 of the 1/2. So I recommend this, but for mildly stubborn nuts and bolts, screws, that kind of stuff. So I think this is a recommend, guys, and it's brushless. So if you guys like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications. As always, have yourselves a good day, good night. Hype the videos if you can. And the CE Tool Den is out.